Butsu. Normal Butsu. Normal Butsu.
Or wait till after.
Probably wait till after, yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's service, the last Sunday in March. My name is Mark Oune. Today's service is being officiated by Reverend Gregory Gibbs. Flowers were arranged by Mrs. Kyoko Gibbs. Our videographer is Alan Goto in the back, who is recording today's service for live streaming. Words to today's Sutra and Gathas will be shown. Sorry, my notes say on TV. We really don't have a TV up here.
Sorry. They work for the people at home. People at home will see it on their TV.
Thank you for attending today's service. Yeah, I'm very glad that you are here because I'm the chairperson today. So I always like people to show up. My opening reading, and it's on my notes, it says open meditation. In light of it's March and it's March Madness, I've got two quotes for you today. The first one, and both of them are from John Wooden. It says, success comes from knowing that you did your best to become the best that you are capable of becoming. For that, will the Sangha please rise to the Sutra, for the Sutra chanting Juseige in your books on page 38. For those of you that you know Japanese, Sanju Hachi, Peiji. I have to practice my Japanese. Sensei.
Thank you, Mark. Indeed. So yeah, I'm sorry we don't have the screen up today in the room, but those of you who wish to join in the Sutra chanting, you can find it on page 38 and 39 of the service book we got from Orange County. Busatsu Daimoryo Jukyo Juseige Gagoncho Segon Hishimu Jodo Shigan Hu Mandoku Eifujo Shoga Gao Muryoko Uindai Seishu Hutai Sho Bingu Eifujo Shogak Gashijo Butendo Myōshōkyō Jippo Kukyo-mi Shomon Seifujo Shoga Ryokujin Shonen Joeishu Bongyo Shigumu Jodo Isho Kennin-shi Jinriki-en Daiko Hushomu Saido Shoujo-san Kumyo Kosai-shu Yakunon Kaihichi Eigen Meshi Konmoan Heisokusho Akudo Tudakunen Shumon Kosojo Mandoku Iyoro Jippo Nichiganshu Juki Tenkon Fugen Ishu Kai Hodo Koseku Dokuho Jo Dai Shuchu Sappo Shishiku Kuyo Ithayabuten Gu Sokushu Tokuhon Anne Shinyoman Tokui Sangayo Nyobutnu Gechi Tudatmi Husho Gangaku Eriki Toshi Sai Shoson Shiganya Koka Daisen no Kando Koku Sho Tenninna Tohu Chinyoke Namandabu 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 Gani Shikudoku Yodo Sei Sai Don Monai Shin Ojo Namida-butsu, 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 Namida-butsu.
Okay, will the Sangha, the group, please rise for Gatha Hotoke-sama on page 116 and remain standing for the reflective recitation by Sensei. Sensei will lead us in the Hotoke-sama, so we will follow his lead.
Thank you, Mark. So, Alan, are we doing 2 or 3 verses on this? Do you know? 2? Yeah, that's what I prefer, actually. We'll just do the Japanese. We'll do the first 2 verses in Japanese, and believe me, if you find this hard, it's harder for me. So, we'll go on a count of 3. I don't do music, so just do your best on this. Hotoke-sama, page 116, on a count of 3. 1, 2. No, 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 sama, Hotoke-sama. Watashi no suki na ka-sama no Oune no yo ni yanwari to takarete mitai Hotoke-sama. No, 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 sama, Hotoke-sama. Watashi no suki na to-sama no Otete no yo ni shikari to sugate mitai Hotoke-sama. Namida-butsu, 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 Namida-butsu. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Oh, devotional reading. Go right into that. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'll go right into the devotional reading. We will do the 6 Paramitas, which are on in the book, page 11? Page 11, the 6 Paramitas, which will also be our theme today and last week. So the 6 Paramitas, if you would please join me. Dana, giving. May I be generous and helpful. Shila, guidance. May I be guided by the Buddhist precepts. Kshanti, tolerance. May I regard the mistakes of others with sympathy. Virya, perseverance. May I do my best in all things. Dhyana, meditation. May I reflect deeply on my life through the Buddha's teachings. Prajna, insight. May I understand the meaning of Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Butsu. Thank you very much.
You may be seated. Now, Reverend Gibbs will deliver today's Dharma message.
Thank you, Mark. So again, good morning, and thank you for attending this service or participating at home. I want to thank Bill Yamane, known here as Bill the Magician, for doing the little show for the live audience before and after. And those of you who didn't come here today are going to miss this. Only those present in the room will see Bill Yamane's magic show. And as usual, I want to thank Alan Goto and Kathy Kumagai for the technology work that they're doing to produce this, and Mark Oune, our chairperson today. Now we have the special entertainment from Bill Yamane today, and as some of you are feeling the pull of the March Madness, I will not speak at great length this morning. Last week was our Ohigan service, our spring Ohigan service, and in the Dharma message for that service, I went over the 6 perfections which we just read, the 6 perfections of Buddhist living, the 6 virtues, the perfecting of which lead to Buddhahood. This morning, I have sent off a title prior to the composition of the talk. I've been doing that lately. Okay. It's a bit of a challenge. The bad thing is when you make a title and then you write the talk and they don't match. But these are reasonably close. So the title for today's talk is Enduring and Persevering on a Path of Light. Enduring and Persevering on a Path of Light. Enduring and persevering, of course, are the 3rd and 4th perfections on that list we just read. The Paramitas, the perfections of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the virtues that lead to Buddhahood. The first 2 accomplishments on that path are also very important. That is generosity and wholesome conduct. We spoke about that a bit last week together. They are very important, and also very important are the 5th and 6th steps on the path, which are focus and wisdom. Listed 5th and 6th on the traditional list of Paramitas. The virtues that are lead to the advancement of wisdom beings. The virtues of those dedicated to awakening to Bodhi, to insight, and Buddhas, and focus being one of the virtues can be our excuse for focusing this morning on patient endurance and vigorous action. Just the middle 2 perfections. Patience is something I often do speak about because our denominational founder, Shinran Shonin, assures us that it can and will arise naturally when we recall that we are being liberated through the Buddha's compassion. We can unpack the meaning of this natural arising of gentle-heartedness and forbearance in terms of our fundamental concepts of the Buddha of endless life, the transformative energy that the Buddha sends into our lives, Hongan Riki or Ta-Riki, our capacity to recognize and feel thankfulness, which is Chion. We can go in these specifics of our denomination to explain this, but this morning I just want to say that it's useful to think of all of this to help to orient ourselves positively in our lives, but it's really simply a matter of not being entitled. The reason that we're impatient is because we feel entitled. You know, I went and picked up some donuts today. Mark paid for them, but I picked them up. And let me tell you, Sunday morning, the line at the donut shop is about 4 times the length of the line on any other day. And the one lady comes in and so the lady right in front of me is, "Hi, I'm here for the Lutheran Church. Can I have the donuts?" The guy doesn't know what donuts the Lutheran Church wants. You have to order them. I'm from the Lutheran Church. We have the Lutheran donuts. There are no Lutheran donuts. I'm sorry. You know, but that kind of entitlement, you know. And another lady, I'm pulling out my car, and you know, As I always say, if you go up to La Cañada, Flint Ridge, you see varieties of species of cars that don't exist anywhere else. They open from the side, they have wheels that cost $5,000 each, all this stuff, you know. But since one lady, I'm pulling out like you do, you know, and this other lady is in a Tesla, and she goes, okay, well, I know those babies move fast, but next time the guy might be right there when you pull out like that. So this kind of entitlement, we all do it, I do it, you know. But it's the reason we get impatient, because we feel entitled. This morning I just want to point out that by not feeling entitled, we will become patient. We're impatient with life because we're feeling entitled. When we're impatient with others, assuming that they owe us something because we feel entitled. Do people owe you something? Does anyone owe me anything? Well, among the multiple quadrillions of living beings on this planet, how many have any obligation toward me? And actually, I looked this up, so in case you want to know how many living beings there are on the planet, 20 billion billion. Anybody know what that means? I don't know what that means. What is 20 billion of billion? 20 billion billions. It's a lot. It's a whole bunch of a lot. And you know how many of them owe me anything? Oh, 5. Out of these quadrillions of people, I think for 4 or 5 people that owe me a little something. How many people owe you? 6 or 7? And there are, I don't know how much a quadrillion is, but living beings are supposed to be 20 billion billion on this planet. And I tell you, except for those 4 or 5, none of them owe me nothing. You know, your family and your close friends do owe you loyalty. That's true. You do. You have a right to expect that. Loyalty from your family and your close friends. So probably a couple dozen people actually should have some concern for me out of the 20 billion. A couple dozen people, maybe. Neighborhood cat, too. Neighborhood cat owes me. I feed him, I pet him sometimes. There actually are obligated toward me, the neighborhood cat and about 5 other people. But I wake up in the morning feeling like lots of people owe me. I feel like life owes me. The other animals should be all nice to me. Why should they be? What did I do for them lately, except for the neighborhood cat? So maybe you and I do have special connections to certain friends and family members such that they owe us something. Indeed, there are probably half a dozen to a dozen people who do owe you something. But currently, again, the best estimate of about how many animals there are on Earth is 20 quintillion. If you don't like saying 20 billion billion, it's the same as 20 quintillion. Whatever that is. It's like really a lot. more than we can imagine. I mean, what we have to realize is it's unimaginable. The number of living creatures, and you know what? Every one of them feels pleasure and pain. Every one of them. And most of them feel kindness or meanness. You look at it, even insects, you can see it. Most of them have a capacity towards kindness or meanness. Every single one of them can feel pleasure or pain. And you know what Buddhists want? We want pleasure. People don't understand that about it. We like pleasure. We don't like pain. We want to stop the pain. We want to take the pain away from people. We want to soothe beings that are suffering, you know. But 20 quadrillion? Quintillion, I'm sorry, quintillion. I don't know what that means. 20 billion billion. And 6 of them owe me something. How many have obligations towards me? No more than half a dozen or so. We will be patient towards others when we know that they don't owe us anything. If we stop feeling entitled, we will be gentle-hearted and forbearing and accepting of others. We will be patient. Perseverance, endeavor, these are important. But where does the perseverance come from? Endeavor comes from not feeling like people owe you. Tolerance and patience come from not feeling people owe you. We will endeavor vigorously. We will work hard. We will do our best, as they say, for the benefit of those that we love when we remember who we love. So I'll return and close on the point that I have made on occasion before, which is please remember who and what you care about. If we remember who and what we care about, we will have the energy to go forward. Because if you remember who and what you love, there'll be a motivation to act. It'll be there because you know what? Everybody you care about is in danger. We're all in danger. We're not entitled to have everything we want. If we're lacking in motivation to help others, remember, they are in danger. We're all in danger all the time. We're in danger of drifting off the path of light. We're in danger of wasting our lives all the time. We're in danger of getting killed. We're in danger of getting sick. We're in danger of wasting our lives, letting it slip away from us. letting it pass without notice. Don't waste your life. I must not waste my life. Please remember that you're not entitled. There are 20 billion of us, or let's say quintillion. There's a quintillion of us, and we all have needs. We all feel pain, we all feel pleasure, we all have desires, we all have hopes. We all have hopes and needs. Pursue your dreams. Help others to make their dreams real. If you can, help the people of the Ukraine. Again, I'm advising humanitarian aid. That's all I know to do right now. You can send donations to UNICEF or other organizations that are trustworthy. Remember who and what you do care about, and you will find the energy to act. Sometimes say the Buddha's name aloud in forms like Namo Mira Butsu. You may be surprised how much this can help. In closing, those of you who are of a mind to, please join me in saying the Buddha's name a few times, and then I will, so to speak, turn the mic back over to Mark. We rely upon the source of limitless wisdom and endless life. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Reverend Gibbs, for a very thought-provoking message today. Will the Sangha please rise? I will read a closing reflective reading. My number 2, because it's March Madness. Success comes from knowing that you did your best to become the best that you are capable of becoming. And if you're true to yourself, you're going to be true to everyone else. I really appreciate your message today because I am very appreciative for everyone showing up today. You had to spend your gas to get here, and you came for a good cause to listen to our friend. Anyway, thank you. I think now I ask for people, if anyone has announcements. Anybody? Please be seated. Anybody have announcements?
There's got to be some announcements. Yeah, I'll start, and my only announcements are I will have my regular classes this week, which means Tai Chi at 1 o'clock Tuesday and Thursday, and then Tuesday I have the other classes, 10 o'clock for discussion, 11 o'clock discussion class on Tuesday morning, and the Tai Chi at 1, then the meditation at 6, and Buddhist study and discussion at 7. So hope to see some of you for those classes. And we hope your team wins the March Madness, whichever team is your team. I have no preferences at this point, really. I'm going to light the incense so that when we're done here, those who want to can offer incense.
A couple things to be aware of. Sometime in May is the temple's spring, fundraiser. It'll be bingo and chicken teriyaki. The exact date and flyer have not been prepared yet, but it's coming out soon.
Do we have a guess on the date?
21st? So look for May 21st here.
Yeah, May 21st. That's what I heard too. Yeah, Shinran's birthday.
It's bingo and a meal. For those of you who like T-shirts, who are familiar with the SOGs, we're selling our 9th edition of the T-shirt, and it's in the newsletter if you're interested. Today, so you don't forget, 11:20 and 1 hour after the end of the first game are the 2 scheduled times for the NC2A basketball. That's what we're partially celebrating today. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thank you for attending today's service. If you haven't had a chance to offer incense, please do so. And thank you for attending. I really appreciate it. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's a new world. Last year if you told me, on Sunday we had 21 people attend, I said, oh wow, really, only 21? This is our second biggest attendance in 2 years. So thank you for being here. Yeah.
Don't forget, we have coffee now, tea, and plenty of donuts. So engage yourself. Thank you.
Will we repeat the show again or no?
Yes. Technically it was 10:25 to 10:45. So he should be coming up soon. If you need to use the restroom, use the restroom. But Bill should be coming on momentarily.